And welcome back to my channel. And in today's session I want to demonstrate the two primary ways of opening a file in C++. Usually in C++, we use the if stream, off stream, and f stream classes to create the stream object and to open a file. So now I just want to show the two primary ways. The first one is the constructor method. The constructor, using constructor, how do we open a file, and it's a syntax. And then the second way is the is using open member function, and it's a syntax. So these are the two primary ways in C++ we have which we implemented using the stream object. So let's see what is the syntax. And so it's a small and simple example in this short video. So I will start with this header file hash include IO stream for console input and output operations. And then next line, since I'm dealing with the files, so I will include f stream. Okay, so f stream, it comprises both if stream and off stream. If stream is the input file stream which supports the reading operations basically, and the off stream is the output file stream which supports the writing operations. So okay, and then so after including these header files, then within the int main I will, so let me first use this return statement, return 0, which means that the main function has been compiled, executed successfully without any errors, and it's returning 0 to the operating system. So then our actual objective of this session is files, opening a file, right? So I will use offstream class, and I will create an object. So the name of the object, say object1. So when you create an object, if you are aware of the file name, then you can open the parenthesis immediately, and within the double quotation you can mention the file name. Suppose say sample of file, and it's a txt, so I will mention the extension as .txt. So this syntax represents the constructor mechanism to open a file in C++. So then once you have created an object and you have mentioned the file name, we have to check, say using the if statement, and with the help of this object dot operator, call the function, built-in function is open. So if this condition returns true, if this function is open returns true, then it is understood that there were no obstacles in opening the file, and the file is opened successfully. So open the curly brace. Once the file is opened successfully, I will just write some strings to the file. So how do we do? I had shown it in the last session, writing and reading operations. So if you If you want to take a glance, you can go through my last session for reading and writing operations on a file. So right now I want to write some strings. So use the insertion operator, and I will say file is opened using a constructor method. Okay. Okay, so then close the statement, and then next, I want to close once I write this statement. So since I'm writing strings, I have to include the string header file, this one. Okay, string header file. Once I write the string to the file, I want to close the file. So object one dot call the close function. Okay, and after closing the function, I will after closing the file, sorry, I want to print a message on the console as well, saying the file was been written. Okay, so on the console I will see out insertion operator. I will say the file is written using constructor method. Fine. Fine. So close the statement. So now, what in case if the for is open function returns false? If it's false, then we go to the else block, and I have to prompt an error message. I'm using the standard C error, which is the character error stream, which belongs to IO stream class. So using this, I will prompt a message saying the file wasn't opened successfully, or it failed to open the files, right? Failed to open the file using constructor method. Okay, so this is my error message. So I'm done with it. So this piece of code represents how you open a file in C++ using constructor method. So and then second method is using open member function. So the basic difference is the syntax. Okay, if you know the file name while creating the object, then you can go for constructor method. If you don't know the file name while you create an object, then you can go for open member function, because suppose say I will create an object for offstream and I don't know the file name, so I'll just create an object and I can proceed with my code. And in later part of the code, if whenever I get to know about the file name, I can use this object and use the dot operator and invoke the open member function, and within the parenthesis I can mention the file name. Okay, so I'm using the same file name here, sample file .txt, right? So this is the syntax for used for opening a file using open member function. So this is the second way, and once again I will use the same if else blocks to handle the error while opening the file, in case if any. So I will use the object to invoke the is open function. If it is returning true, the file is opened successfully using open member function. Okay, open member function, and the object is the second object. And once I write the string to the file, I want to close the file and also print on the console that the file was written using open member function method. Okay, and in case if the is open function returns false, then I have to prompt the error message within the else block saying failed to open the file using open member function. So that's it. So these are the two primary ways in C++ to open a file. So hope you guys have understood. Let me run this code. Okay. Okay, so as you can see on the console, file is written using constructor method, file is written using open method. So give me a second, I will use okay, I want to use this escape sequence so that there is some clarity. Okay, let me run this code. Okay, now it's more clear. The file was opened successfully, so that's the reason the file is been written using the constructor method, and the file is also opened successfully the second time, and it's written using open member function method. So now um, we can open the file and see what exactly the string was written to the file. So where exactly you can see a path of this program, I mean path of this C++ program is in the D drive, as you can see here. So I'm going to open this path. So D drive, C++ programs, and so this is my folder. So here the name of the file was a sample file. Let me open it. Okay. Okay, the file is opened using open member function method. So when the first time the file was opened using constructor, uh, I guess it was written, but when the file was opened for the second time, and when we had written the string for open method, the string override has overwritten the previous string, so hence you can see only the string which was entered during the second time what we had written uh, during the second time when we opened for the file for the second time. So I guess it's right, the program is working correctly. So suppose if I comment this session, let me just check it out. Okay, I have commented the second part. So I am just showing only the constructor method now. I want to run this code. The second way of opening the file, that is the open member function, I have commented it. so that I can show you in a more clearer way. So I will run this code. Okay, as you can see on the console, there is a statement printed. File is written using constructor method. So that is the first method. We have kept only the first method now. So I will open the file, sample file. What it shows? Okay, I will open it. Okay, as you can see here, the file is opened using constructor method. Yeah, this is the string which I had written uh, when I opened it using the constructor method, right? So now go back, close this. I'll close this notepad. Okay, sorry. Go back to the program, and if I uncomment the second part of the code, that is the open member function, using open member function, then here I am writing a string to the file. So this string, basically what is happening is this string is overwriting, because I am opening the file for the second time. So this string overrides the string which was written during when the file was opened for the first time. So when I run this code, you can see only the latest. Okay, here on the console it is clear, but in the file, suppose if I open the file, you can see only the yeah, only the recent string which was written. So it's, I mean, it has overwritten the previous string. So guys, this is how I just wanted to show how you open a file using constructor method and open member function. So I guess I have shown it, demonstrated it in a clearer way. Hope you guys have understood. So thank you.